Welcome back to our lesson. In this video, I'll be showing you an example with the use of if and while condition. Let me start first with the problem. Let me say I'll be asking the user to enter a name, and the program will determine whether if the name is Joy, let me say name is Joy, then it would say happy birthday Joy. However, if it is not Joy, then it says sorry, it's not your birthday yet. Okay, let's try to do it. That's a very basic one. Also, I'll type your name, then input. Okay, let me say enter your name. Right, so this time we will be combining with the if condition. Let me say the condition is if name equal to Joy. Let me say this one, Joy. Then I can put here colon. And after the colon, that is where we're going to put our condition. Let me say if this one is true, then we will perform print happy birthday. Okay, assuming it's birthday of Joy. So I can call up here the name, and you have the option to put this one in the next line, but for now I'll be using the one line approach. Okay, so if we're going to print this one, what will happen is it will ask the user to enter a name. Let me say type here Joy. So say happy birthday Joy. All right, now how about the condition here? The users enter a lowercase, okay, Joy, or a small letter J or caps lock. Of course, there is no output for this. Let me say somebody try to enter Joy. There's no output. And in this problem, that's the time that we can use the else condition. Or before I continue with the else, let me use the other approach first. Let me say if name not equal to Joy, then I can say print oh, it's not your birthday yet. Alright, then I'll call up the name, something like this. So let's try to run the program again. Let me say I'll be entering another name called Jana. The name would be Jana. Oh, it's not your birthday yet, Jana. Okay, this is a very basic problem with the use of if condition. How about if we will try to combine this, meaning allowing the users to allow lowercase or uppercase. Let me say this one is written to small j and this one is small j. So if we're going to run this program, it will not accept the caps lock. So what will happen? It will print the other way around. So the other option, if you're going to run this, lowercase, let me say upper, like that, it will also print the next line of the code. So to apply the solution for this problem, I actually discussed this before with the use of lower and the upper case. You have the option to put here lower. So if ever the users enter either capital J or all caps lock, then it will convert it into a lowercase. Let's try to run it again. Let me say I'll be typing here all caps lock joy, then it will get the joy. So another option is, let me say I'll type the letter or caps lock J, then joy. It will still convert into lower case. Okay, this is just actually a review with the use of lower and upper case. Okay, but in this case, the best way is, I'll put this one since the name should be uppercase, then we can just use the capitalize instead. All right, let's try to run again. So if ever I entered lowercase joy, it will be converted into an upper case, the first letter of the word. See, happy birthday, joy. Let's try now the upper case. Let's try to run again. Let me say I'll enter all caps lock. Okay, it will be converted. So this is just a review with the use of this combination and the if condition. Now, how about if we're going to apply using a number combining with the if condition? Let me say we will be asking the user to enter a number. The problem would be the users enters a number, then until the users enter the word done, then it will calculate all the numbers entered by the user. For now, we will be using the if condition still. Alright, so in this case, I'll be erasing this one now. Okay, and this one. There are two approaches that we're going to apply here. Okay, I'll put here enter a number. Okay, normally when we enter a number, we will ask the user to enter a number. Okay, let me replace this one with a number as a variable name. You have the condition here. If number, let me say the users enter the word done, then what will happen here? The program will terminate it using the command called break. So then after entering the break, the program will terminate the program, then it will stop. However, it will also do the calculation every time the user will enter. But let me try to run this one first. What will happen? So there is an error in here. Okay, so we will try to solve this problem first because our program is actually missing. The break word is only applicable when you apply it with the word while, the function called while. Since we did not put the while, that's why we get an error in here. So to solve this, we need to add the word here, while. So it's like while it is true, should be true, then colon. Okay, sorry, oops. This should be on the tab portion. So the condition here, while it is true, then the user will be asked to enter a number. Okay, then it will break. However, this one we will still get an error. Okay, what do you think is the error here? Let me say I'll be entering 4, then 2, 1, then done. It will not do any calculation. So that's the power of the use of while true. Okay, let me exit this one. Okay, now let me say we will be adding all the numbers being added by the user. So we can add here total as our variable name, then You can say total plus value. Then since we will be asking the user to enter again another number, then in this case we can count. It's like a loop. There's a looping here. Count plus 1. Every time that the program will ask to enter again another number, it will add up another 1. So it's like an increment. The equivalent of this one is an increment in other programming languages. So after this one will be counted, supposed to be it will calculate all the numbers. So we can put here, let me say, average. This is a variable named average. Then we're going to get the value of total, the result of this one, and divide it by how many numbers we entered. So we can get the result of the average. So we will put here count. And this time we can print the average. Right now we call the value variable average. Okay, in this case, as you notice that the value here, it says undefined variable because we did not declare it. Okay, what will happen here, we're going to run the program, and then you will be asked to enter number 8 or C. It will get an error. So first, to fix this one, okay, let me close this. You need to declare first, initialize like this, total, initialize it to 0, and then same as with the count to 0, right? So let's try to check on this one again. What's the error in our program? Total number, all right. So okay, I did not declare this. Let me say this is number. We will actually still get an error for this one. We are trying to add here whatever the user will be entering here, it will be added here, then plus the total. Example 1, 2, 3, the users enter 1, then 2, then 3, all of it will be added together. Let's try to run it. Example 1, okay, 1, see? There's an error here because in our code, it says here that the int and str cannot be added together. So the number here is considered as a string, and we are trying to add it with the total. So Python could not understand it. So there's a workaround for this. If you can remember on the lecture about the type conversion, then we need to convert it into a float. Let me say here, we're going to create a variable called value. Then we will convert the number, this one, into a float. Let me say float number. Okay. So we have now here the value. Okay, I think this one is okay now. Let's try to run again. Let's try to put 1. Well, we still get an error in here. Let's find out why it's still getting an error. Okay, because of this one, the number. We are trying to put a number here where it is still a string. Supposed to be, we're going to put the value in here. Okay, referring to this one because the number has been converted already into float. So instead, we will put the variable value in here. Put here value. Right, let's try to run the program again. Let me say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what the thing is the result of this one until the user enter done. Let me say I want to end this one. And the result now is 3.0. Okay, that's how you're going to do it. All right, so that's the output of our program. So there's another approach where You can use, instead of using declaration, this one, and putting this, what can I do is try to put another, what they call this one, approach. Okay, let me hide this one first. Hide, and this one too, hide, and this one, hide, and this one. Okay, we will be applying another approach this time. Including this, I'll be hiding this. We going to use the list method. So in this case, we're going to declare here, let me say the name, number, let me say, this is just a variable. Number list is equal to an empty list. Put this up, open, close parenthesis. So as you can see here, the list is a built-in mutable sequence. If no argument is given, the constructor creates a new empty list using this one. Now, while it is true, well, we will be still using this one. And on this part, I'll put here average is equal to, what will happen here, we will try to get the number list and try to append the value, meaning we will be inserting the number into our list. So to solve this one, we put here sum. So if you can remember the sum in the previous video, where we can apply it if you want to add together. So this is another method. So here we're going to call it the value of number list, referring to this one. And since it's empty, we will be waiting for the user to enter the value. Num list, and then the result of that one will be going to get the len. Okay, if you can remember the topic about the len, okay, getting this number of elements inside our list. So here number list again. So as you can see, we remove this one and this one. You don't need to put total plus value and etc. All you need to do is just convert. Every time that you enter a number here, it will be inserted into our list. However, we need to add here, the command would be to add, to insert the number entered by the user is, first we call the number list, referring to this one, the empty list that we have, then use the append, then put the value in here. All right, now let's try to run this one again. I'll be adding here 3, 5, 2, 1. Okay, I'll be entering done. So we have now the result. See, the approach is different, but the result is just the same. Let me try to run against the one that I use, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me say 1 to 5. Okay, there you are. So we have the same result. Okay, so I want you to explore and work around with this one. You can do anything you like. Okay, and practice, try to solve the problem with the use of the while. So I'll be giving you a challenge for this one, and I hope you will be able to try first running this one, and you can experience how to solve the problem using the Python. So for now, that's all for the use of the while true and the if condition. On the next video will be a combination of if else condition as well. All right, have a nice day.